we're going to go with the Sylas top lane. So we're going to go with Kennen versus better Kennen up in the top lane.
Yep. And this is the Canna special. You remember his stolen Kennen ultimate into the backline. That was one of our mad movies. Really good stuff. But
where's Renekton, though?
Oh my god.
He didn't get picked or banned.
Have we reached the promised land? Are we also going to see, like, first item Leandries out of Kennen?
Oh, yeah. And Canna. Doesn't even make any sense. Like, but we need it. Out of all the APs.
Cuzz builds it, you know? Oh, man. Just got to burn that health bar.
Teddy's going to get some sick burning arrows going.
Oh, damn right he is.
Going to turn into a fire archer.
Yep. Root's just going to spin around with his onslaught, burn everyone.
It's not all about, you know, Azir, Aphelios with Ornn in the top lane, and let's sit back and do nothing. Now it's about getting an early lead and snowballing it into the mid game, and then winning from there. Especially with how powerful Zoe is in the mid game and how often and popular she is. Or how often she's picked and how popular she is. A lot of the meta champions nowadays do kind of fall into that range.
Yeah.
So the compositions follow.
Do like it a lot out of SANDBOX as well. Let's see how Canna does in the lane. Can be hard early, but you're just going to sort of scale up and be, like you say, better Kennen in the late game. Having, like, dashes everywhere and slicing Maelstrom should be banned. But instead, it's allowed.
Will he go proto belts on top of it? Just to
dash everywhere.
Yeah.
He can also steal distortion as well. So in the late game, when that hijack is on a very low cooldown, he can be proto belting, distorting, then slicing Maelstroming. Don't know whether that's
strumming away.
Yeah, strumming away.
Yeah, he does have a lot of very good ultimates to steal from the side of SANDBOX. I'm going to start off with a Cloud Drake in this game, so no Cloud Soul. We've had 3 games so far today that the Cloud Soul and the Dragons overall just didn't really matter because they've been 3 stomps in a row.
We haven't had very much League of Legends today. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
As Clozer doesn't find the paddle stub, it does push Fate all the way out of this lane. See how the LeBlanc does. This is a matchup that it's been really weird because we've seen it so many times throughout so many different metas, and it feels like it's sort of like morphs in and out, and largely it's based on mastery of each of the champions. Generally, Zoe was picked into LeBlanc though for her ability to, as soon as the distortion was used, then you just throw a bubble at her, right? And she has to go head first into it. Right now you can see Clozer with a bit of lane control, but Fate has this basically where he wants. It's not great for having pressure, but is good for setting up Clozer for potential ganks. And Lee Sin does like coming in and trying to get those.
Jonah Strong's getting bored. He's zooming into the melee minions.
Yeah. Just like, I hope you don't miss it. Yeah, don't miss that one. Ooh, a little bird flies overhead. Just getting drones.
Spotted the Lee Sin, but with everything available up on the top side, he should know that OnFleek is on the bottom side.
Chains land as well. There's the flash immediately. Exactly what has to happen. OnFleek just taxis his way over, and he'll go about his business. That was a very easy flash to gather. Clozer, you can see, doesn't find the bubble, but picks himself up a Super Soaker at level 3. It ain't bad. I think you were talking about the value of Super Soaker early on the Zoe. I agree with you.
Ooh, Cuzz.
Tremors.
He's going to spot him going into the brush.
Oh, you sneaky devil.
But he knows that the Scuttler was taken, so he knows that he can't just walk that way. So he's going to tunnel and try to go top now.
Oh, this is so sneaky as Canna is going to catch up to Summit. That's a decent... Oh, no, it's not. Summit is well and truly dead. Hail of Blades not even necessary on this Rek'Sai. Cuzz is actually going to be doing some relevant late game damage. Hail of Blades definitely very early game focused, but he can get brawly with the Conqueror. And it's only going to get worse as he does have first blood now. As OnFleek really likes coming into the mid lane, try and help out here. Clozer just going to do his best to run back to this lane as quickly as possible and not miss any of the farm.
Yeah. Notice both mid laners took Ignite and Electrocute, which is... they're really trying to make a statement and say, yeah, I'm going to outplay you here, and neither of them is going to have that teleport for the lane presence and control. Instead, we're going all aggro here.
Yep, reminds me of Fly yesterday up against Chovy. Chovy was just happily picking Azir and taking teleport, and Fly's like, I want to be able to outlane you, and so he picks all of the aggressive stuff, and Chovy just sits there and gets to like 140 farm in
nothing
11
happens
minutes
lane.
or something. Yeah.
And it's like, why did I do this? This Ignite does nothing. Why am I here on this champion?
Wouldn't it be cool if I could change my summoner spells right now? Oh. You can if you take the Unsealed Spellbook.
Yeah. I like Unsealed Spellbook on the Zoe. There's a lot of different spells that you can get alongside with your W, and then it's very good for Baron stealing. On top of all that.
Yep, Portal Jump, certainly a very good ability for jumping into that Baron pit. Smite things away. Running around again. Outside. Clozer picks himself up an Ignite. Ignite's a pretty good one too. Only level 5. As OnFleek unseen at the minute. As Gorilla also is over there. Control Ward comes in. Now we'll see whether SANDBOX can actually make this one work. Remember, there is no flash as Cuzz. He's on a Control Ward, but OnFleek misses the Q. And that's going to be the end of that.
Yeah, Cuzz coming in there right at the perfect time. He was actually being called over to help push the lane because Clozer was tipped off somehow. There was something that let him know that he had to be careful. Might have been a Hawk shot. It might have been lack of Nautilus down in the bottom lane. It could have been the pathing of the Leafs. And there were a lot of things that could have tipped him off. Even just a sixth sense saying, like, I don't have flash. I'm a really easy gank right now. This lane is pushing away from me. It's in a really bad spot for me. Without flash, can you help?
Well, there's Canna with his own Slicing Maelstrom. We'll see whether Summit's going to be able to throw his down, as there it is. Summit is going to survive. The safeguard comes through, but this does mean that Cuzz can take away the Cloud Drake. SANDBOX probably don't care too much about that. Next one going to be the Infernal. We've got Ocean or Mountain Soul this game, as that's a good kill for SANDBOX, but they're going to need to do more.
Yeah, the fact that Summit nearly dies there is definitely a little bit scary, as Clozer not going to be able to close that distance, but either way, still getting close to taking down a plate here and having a fun time in the lane, as we're going to take another look here at the top side. Looks like he's just baited into it, flashed right on top of Summit, who was able to have the extra movement speed from probably Nimbus Cloak, but also the Lightning Rush to get out of range of the better Kennen ultimate. And then, of course, OnFleek right in position to help out and secure the kill. Even though he missed his Q again. Feels like his Qs have kind of been off today in the early game at least. We'll see if he can shore that up as the game comes along.
Might just need a little bit of practice, get the old eye in. As we're checking in on the bottom combat. Not much of it really happening here. As OnFleek is just being spotted everywhere. It reminds me of Prey, man. Like, the reason people think that we talk about Prey's Ashe as like, oh, he was just so good in team fights and all this sort of stuff. The main reason why Prey was so damn good at Ashe is because he followed junglers around with his hawkshot. He always knew where people were. I don't know whether that was his team telling him or whether that was why he was so good, but it felt like a jungler was just always on vision if he was playing the Ashe. And Teddy's doing a very similar thing here. Seems to be following OnFleek around with those hawkshots. Cuzz going to blast his way over. Does a cute little front flip there as well. Looks like this Rift Scuttler is going to belong to the Rek'Sai also. OnFleek going to come up here, but
see that blind Q? He just like blind Q'd into the brush, and it wasn't the pixel brush. It was kind of like just into the river. Coming up here, good trade by Clozer, but he's got the angle.
That's the knock-up. Kick back there as OnFleek. He's just going to get out. He's on the wrong side of the map, though. This could be a little bit dangerous. Fate just going to take a Prey Seeker, and otherwise it's just going to be a disengage. OnFleek still without his flash. Cuzz not having to use his.
You take a look at Cuzz. He's having a fantastic game so far. The best on his team. I suppose that Clozer's also doing a good job. Just not as remarkable because he didn't pick up a kill just yet. Nice dodge of the distortion with the Proto Belt, by the way. Those are good mechanics, definitely what he's known for. But yeah, Cuzz, he's got 70 CS. It's more than his top laner. Yeah, plus the kill, which is the first blood. He got both the first Drake, and now he's going to pick up the first Rift Herald. So he's in total control of this game right now.
He's the one solely responsible of solving all of T1's neutral objective issues in this game. And look, he's the jungler. That's kind of his job. But certainly means that OnFleek has been basically invisible this game. Summit avoiding some chain lashes, definitely good news, but kind of doing the same thing with that Shuriken toss. So Clozer pushes in the mid lane, and mid priority. We talk about it all the time, but T1 have it. And that's why Cuzz can just go around and get far more farm than any jungler should. The Summit with his jungler up here, but I don't think he's going to really be able to do too much. Just wanted to push that wave out. That's a good stun. But the Lee Sin's going home.
Yeah. He did like kind of half and half where he's like, hey, look, I used my lightning rush. You want to engage on me? But also he started pushing the lane because of that. So Canna smartly didn't just immediately hop forward and say, oh, yeah, let's go trade. He's like, nah, I mean, it's pushing into me. I can just chill back, throw some chains. I don't have to take risks. I don't have to go for unnecessary trades. And at that time, he was in the right to do exactly that, so he avoids the gank.
Yep. Summit also cycling some summoner spells as his flash is available again. 1 minute on the Infernal Drake as Gorilla has to dredge line to get himself out here. We're not going to find too many skill shots onto the Nautilus, so no punishment there. This game is just T1, honestly, just incrementally getting further ahead by this Rek'Sai owning the jungle over OnFleek. I imagine that the gold lead is almost all Cuzz. Flash is on top of Fate. Fate is going to get ulted here and will be taken down.
Bonk.
Oh, bubble connects. Very nice. Ooh, okay, Effort might be in trouble. What was that?
Oh, what's going on OnFleek?
Yep, sometimes you make
not
choices.
His game. It's unfortunate. He was always known as a great Lee Sin player, but
that was a great bubble.
Okay.
He landed that cute.
I like that.
Okay. Never mind.
Unfortunately, it's Zoe, so.
Arrow connects onto Root. Decent cleanse. As Teddy's just going to walk on out. Guardian going to keep very, very healthy. And Cuzz is going to steal everything away from the jungle. Oh my goodness. Fate just saved OnFleek's life as Clozer is putting on so much pressure. Maybe this is what we're going to have to get used to, guys. I know a lot of people are missing Faker. I know there's so many of you tuning in to this game right now and just furiously typing, where's Faker? He should be here. Faker's the best player. He should be here. But Clozer's playing very, very well. And I feel like this more streamlined communication we're seeing out of T1's working as I've cast Kirsten pretty quickly.
Cuzz is here.
Yeah, Effort going to come on over and Canna dives on in. He's got a depth charge as Root's going to get flash exhausted. And the Drake is going to go over to SANDBOX this time around. Slicing Maelstrom into the back line. Gorilla is going to fall, but Effort too as the Lee Sin falls down. Root now trying to fight Canna, but he cannot do anything. And now Teddy trying to kite this one out. He's in an awkward spot. That was a phenomenal stun in from Summit. We saw him miss some shurikens before, but he landed the ones that matter as Fate avoids the paddle star, but Summit doesn't avoid the bubble. And now Clozer's looking for more, flashing everywhere. That was his real one, but he picks up another. Stopping some backs. Is he going to be able to get underneath the turret? Looks like the answer is going to be no. So, despite the fact that I tried my very hardest to cast Curse, T1 still come out ahead. Apart from being able to pick up the Drake as we check out Cuzz being good.
가볼게.
I'm gonna try to get him.
아래 빼면 이거 미드 밀어 이번에. 바이게만 줘봐.
Saying like if he backs towards the bottom side, push mid, and then go towards Dragon. Either way, you can see this Dragon fight. So Clozer, he was on a back, and remember, neither of the mid lanes have teleport, but LeBlanc was here. So T1 was behind. That was a great teleport that comes in from Summit as the front side is going well for T1, but the back side is, you know, some bottom combat going on there. And it wasn't very good for them as Teddy was unfortunately taken out here at the same time. And it was very unfortunate. Well, Fate's dead. Just going to get another one here, 1-0-1.
That's a solo kill as well. Young Mechanics crew, man. Born 2003.
Oh boy.
As now Cuzz is going to find the top laner of SANDBOX. And there's the ulti. He's trying to turn this one, but he's not going to be able to. And Cuzz even gives the assist over to Canna. He's a nice boy. 4-1-0. This Rek'Sai is very, very, very strong.
Yeah, this is just massive jungle difference in this game.
Oh,
like
absurd.
There was that one fight down there that we just saw the replay of where it was like, okay, T1, you kind of overstepped your boundaries. Kind of like Dom 1 in game 1 against Why Am I Hum Alive
Yep.
earlier today. But other than that, the rest of the game is just really quite pristine from T1. Everything is going their way. Almost all the objectives were taken by Cuzz, and he is totally out jungling OnFleek here in this early game.
르블랑도 할 때 가도 되고.
So let's see. He's already calling for trying to go for LeBlanc.
Oh my goodness. That was real clean.
He didn't even say anything. Clozer, not a very talkative guy. He's one of the rookies, so makes sense. And this is just a sneaky Rek'Sai spot if you're looking for a top gank. I don't know about this ultimate usage. That was way too late. If you're going to use that, use it earlier. Try to stun and then lightning rush away or something.
Yep. Teddy here just picking up minions here towards the bottom side. And honestly, he's on the bus. This game doesn't really need to worry about too much. Just keep farming. What he likes to do is Canna's going to dive on in onto Summit. Has his own slicing maelstrom. Summit doesn't have his just yet. And now Canna's going to be able to grab, I believe, his 23rd solo kill, assuming the Kingslayer is going to come out. And there it is.
He
Even
got away.
survives. Damn, that was so close. The monk SUV alone. That's perfect. He thought he was going to die there. Oh, so good. I'm so glad we can emote now. That's just exceptional.
It adds so much to the game.
Oh, it does.
So that was number
23. Right? I think.
I
I have it right in front of
23
me.
or
Yeah, it's
24.
23. Oh, wait,
Yeah, that was
unless he
that was
got one.
23.
Unless
No,
he
I
got
don't
one
think he
before.
did. I don't think he did.
I don't think so. Well, this is not a solo kill. This is Teddy shooting someone with an arrow. Gorilla's going to die. I don't know who took it, whether it was OnFleek or Gorilla. But the result is the same regardless. As Root, yeah, he can't stand in a minion wave. OnFleek trying to grab some of his own jungle and does manage to get his Grum. But it looks like Shirley's going to be taken here by T1. And this game is really getting out of control fast.
Yeah, whenever you're in a position like this on the losing team, you have to consider what are your outs. Well, you're playing Aphelios against Ashe, Zoe, and a fed Rek'Sai Sylas. So Aphelios is really not going to get much value in this game. Maybe if he hits 4 items, but we're 17 minutes in and the game is already really one-sided. So it's not really looking good there. Fate, he's 2-2. He doesn't really have any stacks on his Dark Seal. He's not really going to be able to carry single-handedly from behind against Clozer down a level. And Summit, he's playing blue side Kennen, but they really don't have much vision control, so unless he gets like the perfect flank, even then, I mean, I could see T1 trying to turn it around, so we'll have to wait and see. I think T1 has to make some mistakes for SANDBOX to come back in this one.
Well, Cuzz has better CS per minute than Fate, Summit, and Canna. Pretty interesting. Also has the most gold in the game. And he will also take the first Mountain Drake.
Also,
Yeah.
first player to land on the moon.
Cuzz?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not released yet, but it's going to happen.
Oh, that's cool.
First at everything.
Cuzz Armstrong. It's okay, Summit not going to get hit by that particular bubble. That was reserved for a minion, as now Gorilla steps a little bit too far forward, maybe, as they're going to take down the turret. Canna taken down to half, but Gorilla goes golden, and I think he's just seen his death right here as yes. That is going to be the Braum passive. Oh no, but he's going to survive for the minute. Okay, Zoe picks up 1 kill, and now Root's just getting smashed by this T1 roster. A double comes down. Cuzz steals the 3rd, so not going to be a pentakill here, but oh man. T1 are looking destructive against SANDBOX today.
Are they going to go for the end here? No, they're not. It's T1. Of course, in this case, I don't think he knew, but
18.5.
would have been fun for the today memes, you know, with all the games basically ending in that fashion exactly. One big team fight at around 20 minutes, and then the winning team, who has been dominating for the entirety of the game, just goes in and ends it. And at first, this looked way too aggressive. I'm like, okay, well, you don't really need to do that, but it actually made sense. Gets the stopwatch out of Gorilla. Summit, this is very desperate. He knows he's got one job, and it's to engage with this flash. And he says, better do it now. I mean, we're only going to be farther behind later. So he immediately dies. Root gets bopped on the head by the Zoe. And all of the dominoes fall from there. They're just way too far ahead. There's not much that SANDBOX's comp can do to come back in here.
Oh, not going to get him. Oh, dear. That's a shame. Canna, yes, another one. Was that another? Yeah.
Monk S.
Yeah.
Yumi S.
Love it. Love. We need to get those on Twitch, I think. We've got a Twitter now. By the way, guys, if you aren't following LCK_global, make sure you do that. That's where all of your LCK news is going to be coming. It is, my God, a long time coming. We've been waiting for an LCK Twitter on the global side for a very, very long time, and finally it is here. So give it a follow if you still use Twitter. We also have an Instagram, stuff like that. But
yeah.
Twitter is something I've been really looking forward to.
I don't think we have a global Instagram.
Yeah, I think the LCK has an Instagram, but not a...
Yeah.
Maybe we do? I don't know.
I don't
you
think
can
so.
look it up.
Maybe in the future, but we definitely have a global Twitter that tweets in English.
Mm-hmm.
So, absolutely check that out. Nobody is going to be foolish enough to approach this turret, so this gank isn't going to work.
Look at all of the wards. Look at all of T1.
Yeah.
What the heck? How is SANDBOX supposed to get anywhere near the Baron Pit? They can't.
Well, they're not.
Bajillion wards. That's insane. And T1 also always knows where all of SANDBOX are all the time because they have tremor sense, like here, like Fate. Oh man, this game's rough. And the Hawkshot, of course, is what I meant as well. Meaning that Teddy can just keep track of everyone. There goes another drone.
Oh, I see that 3 of them are now in the enemy red side jungle. And, yeah, I'm going to be giving my Pog vote over to Cuzz.
Yeah, I think we can write that one down now.
I think that just makes sense.
161. What the heck?
Yeah, he just... It's one of those games where you get an early gank, and then one of your laners is roaming, and then you're able to, like, eat one of the waves that comes in, and also you're not dying, so your uptime in the jungle is really high. And you get that early item, so you're clearing faster. It's kind of everything snowballs together.
Yeah, not to mention you're also in a good matchup, and you get the early lead, and if OnFleek sees you, he has to run away, so you get everything.
The world is your oyster.
100%.
Not even just the jungle. You can roam wherever you want. So he was able to snowball that into tons of CS and just get way far ahead.
We'll see whether T1 do have a look at a Baron. There are a couple of pesky little wards around the area. Looks like OnFleek was able to get in something down. Teddy's going to shove this wave. Bubble lands on OnFleek. He may just be dead. Yeah, oh my god, the damage. Is the Paddle Star going to land? The answer's no, but the Sparkles will. And goodbye, Mr. Lee Sin. 4-0-2 now for Clozer. This guy's looking real good. It's another Zoe player, man. Another Zoe player.
Yeah.
Cuzz also going to deny the blue buff steal that Fate was going for there. It looks like T1 might just head towards the purple worm. We'll see whether they actually start it up.
They didn't catch that ward there on the edge. He's looking a little bit suspicious, and they should know.
Yep, they saw the Paddle Star go the other direction as, oh my god, Hawkshot. What an ability.
You see that TP out of gun?
Yeah, I mean, he's looking for a team fight while they're taking down the Baron, I guess. By team fight, I mean, I guess he's looking to fight SANDBOX by himself. Mountain Drake available. SANDBOX is going to try and at least get a consolation prize, maybe, but I don't think they can do it. Yeah, you're exactly right. As Effort's going to dive on in. That Glacial Fissure was fantastic. Root was knocked up for a little while, as Gorilla is going to fall first. Now, 4 versus 5. All the vision here for T1. As the bubble connects onto OnFleek. Oh no, he's real dead. Canna grabs that kill. Summit gonna heal to get out of the way of the volley CC as the bubble's not going to connect. But I think the damage has been done, Valdez. The mid turret is going to fall. The bottom had already been taken due to all of that bottom combat that we were having earlier on. Fate's on the wrong side. He's looking to defect.
I'm going to join the Mountain Drake. I'm going rogue. I'm not part of either team, actually.
Yeah, I'm a neutral objective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, T1 with the death timers still pretty short here. And they only killed 2 of them, so it's not like they can just push in. Don't want to take that risk, so they'll just back, go for the Mountain Drake. OnFleek is just casually killing a control ward here. Not sure what the thought process was. I guess maybe he thought, hey, I mean, I have an ally here. I guess I should be fine. But that is not the case, as he actually had 3 enemies behind him.
Oh, the arrow. I don't really like the golden arrows from this skin. They're difficult to see, but yeah, Gorilla unfortunately.
What about the gold bubbles?
Yeah, the gold bubbles. then that's a prestige edition skin. All right, some people have been found. There's another arrow is going to connect from downtown. My God. As Cuzz gets out. Effort now going to get slowed for a moment as Canna finds his entrance. Oh my God, this could be the moment. Knock up onto Gorilla. He might be the sacrificial lamb as Fate from the side. Trying to keep them corralled. Okay, bubble connects. Like fish in a barrel right now. As T1, they did suffer a bit of damage, but it's not too much to worry about just yet. As we're over 10,000 gold in the lead here on T1's side. They're just waiting for a minion wave so they can take down this last remaining lane's worth of turrets.
You know, they're going to end in the more classical way. You know, it's not just going to be like, oh, we just bonked him on the head and pushed down mid lane at 21 minutes into the game and ended it.
Did Root just lose a battle with a minion?
Well, makes sense because he kind of has the power of a minion at this moment in time. And those super minions, they'll get you.
They certainly were. As he goes back to the fountain, so I think they've got one last team fight in him. It's going to take some absolute heroism, but T1 now just, oh God, Clozer is just having the best time ever. Not going to be able to take OnFleek there. Taken to half. Now Canna has his favorite ultimate and is just going to dive underneath two turrets. The Aphelios was there for a second. The Nautilus as well, but now they're gone. Summit onto the fountain, he's been ignited. The Zoe's taken down there by Fate, but Canna won't have any of that. Looking to try and execute them. I don't know what Teddy was doing. He's like, I'm super irrelevant this game. Let my screen be gray while you guys destroy the Nexus. Summit gets in there. He does have a stopwatch, doing a fair bit of damage, but I think T1 are going to kill him and not the Nexus just for fun, as finally they do secure the 2-0. A much better look.